Good morning children. Welcome to MBM classes. Today let us see an activity for addition of integers. In the previous video you saw different topics. What is the additive inverse, absolute value of an integer, negative of an integer, and how to add two integers using number line. Now suppose if the integers are very big, it is not possible for us to draw the number line. So in that case, we have to add the integers in our mind. So for that addition, first you have to understand the concept of addition of integers through this small activity. Before starting this activity, I want to say a few things. That is, these are all positive integers. I use this yellow cap to denote the sign of the positive numbers, and this white cap to show you the sign of the negative numbers. White means negative, yellow means positive. And the number of caps denotes the number of numbers, and the color denotes this positive, and here the white color denotes negative. Hope you understood these two differences. Now we are going to do the activity only with these two colored caps to show the addition of integers. So now let us proceed the addition. Now first let us see the sum. We have to add two integers, 3 plus 5. Here 3 is positive and 5 is positive. So now this is positive and this is negative. Since I am not having any negative integers over here, I am going to keep only the positive integers. First I will keep 3 positive integers. 1, 2, 3. 3 positive integers, and again I am having 5. So I will add 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is the total? Here for total caps are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my answer is 5 plus 3 is 8. Now I have to put the sign of this. What is the sign of this? As I told you earlier, this yellow color tells me the positive sign. So this is plus 8. So from this it is clear, this you have learnt in lower class also. When two numbers are positive, we are adding directly the numbers and putting the positive sign. Generally we don't put the positive sign. It is understood. So the 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Moving on to the next sum. Now I am going to add minus 2 plus minus 8. As I told you earlier, for showing this negative sign, I am going to take white caps, and here you are having 2 white caps. So first I am going to keep 2 white caps. Second, again this negative sign denotes white. How many white caps? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So totally how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my answer will be 10. But what will be the sign? Since white denotes minus, I am going to put minus sign over here. Only this concept is new for you in the case of integers. Earlier you have learned this in lower classes, how to add 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Here you are having, instead of plus 3, I am having minus 2. Both are minus. That is, the sign is minus negative. But the first, as usual, you have to add the magnitude of the numbers. That is 8 plus 2, 10. And as I said, this white color denotes negative. So I will be putting my negative sign over here. Negative, that is minus sign over here. Hope you understood now. When the two colors are of the same, we'll be putting the sign of the color, but just adding how many white colors are there, how many white caps are there in this. So number of white caps is equal to 10, and white denotes minus sign. So I'm putting the negative sign over here. To the third sum. First one is negative 6 plus 8. So for negative 6, I have to keep 6 white caps. So I am going to keep 6 white caps for showing it is negative. Next one is positive 8. So for positive, I am going to keep yellow caps, 8 yellow caps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now you have to find the answer. How to find the answer over this? Here you have to understand that one white cap and one yellow cap will become 0. So we will remove this. Again one white cap and one yellow cap will become 0. Again one white cap and one yellow cap will become 0. Again one white cap and one yellow cap will become 0. Again one white cap and one yellow cap will become 0. Again one white cap and one yellow cap will become 0. Now what is left out? How many are left out? Only 2 are left out, but I need the sign. What can be the sign? Yellow denotes plus. Therefore my answer is plus 2. In general we can say when the caps are opposite, when you have the mixture of caps, that is white and yellow, mixture of white caps and yellow caps, there will be always be a subtraction of a magnitude. This if you understand, it's very easy for you to do the sum. Here you are having the mixture of caps, you are having both negative and positive, that is both white caps and yellow caps. You are having the mixture of both the caps. So whenever you have the mixture of caps, I have to subtract the magnitude of the numbers, that is absolute value of the numbers, without seeing the sign. So I will be subtracting 8 minus 6, 2. For putting the sign in the final answer, I will be seeing which number is greater. Positive number is greater, so I am putting the positive sign. Hope you understood. In both the previous cases, we had only white caps and here only yellow caps. There was no mixture at all in the previous two sums. But whereas here we are able to observe, we are having the mixture of caps, both yellow and white. So whenever you have the mixture of caps, we will be doing this subtraction. When you are having the same color, we will be doing the addition. Here we had same color white and here we had same color yellow. So same color is always positive. So whenever you have same color, we always add. Here also we had same color, we added. But only thing we put the sign of the cap. Sign a white denoted negative sign, so we put minus sign here, and yellow denoted positive, so I put the plus sign. But whereas here we are having the mixture of caps, that is white and yellow. Whenever there is a mixture of caps, we always subtract the magnitude of the numbers, that is 8 minus 6, whatever may be the number, plus 8 or don't see the sign. You just see the magnitude of the number, see the numbers only. Immediately you subtract. Mixture, you see subtract. Subtract the numbers. 8 minus 6, 2. After subtracting, you decide the sign. You see which is the greater number. 8 is the greater number. What is the sign of this greater number? Plus. So I will be putting plus 2 over here. Hope you understood this. Now let us move on to the another sum. Negative 11 plus positive 5. You know negative denotes which color? White color. How many negative white colors you want? 11. So let me keep 11 white caps over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I kept first one is negative 11. So I kept 11 white caps. Next one is positive 5. So I am going to keep 5 yellow caps. So as you know, one white cap and one yellow cap is going to be 0. Similarly, one white and one yellow, 0. One white and one yellow, 0. One white and one yellow, 0. And one white and one yellow, 0. So how many are remaining? So I can say 6 are remaining here. How many caps are remaining? 6 caps are remaining. But now I have to decide the sign. So white cap denotes negative sign. So it is minus 6. Here again you are able to observe we had the mixture of caps. So whenever we have mixture of caps, we have to subtract the numbers, magnitude of the numbers. Don't see the sign. Only the numbers we are subtracting. 11 minus 5 is equal to 6. But how you got the negative sign? The number which is bigger. Which is the number bigger over here? 11. What is the sign of the 11? Negative sign. So I am taking minus sign. This is mathematically and this is through activity. Again I am explaining. Here we are having mixture of caps. So whenever you have mixture of numbers plus and minus, we will be subtracting the magnitude of the numbers. So 11 minus 5 is equal to 6. After subtraction, to decide the sign, see the bigger number. 11 is the bigger number. What is the sign over here? Minus. So I have taken the negative sign, that is minus 6. In general, I want to give you a small trick. You remember this word SADS. Same sign add, different sign subtract. SADS. Same sign add. A stands for add, different sign stands for subtract. So SA, you split this into two, you can understand same sign add and different sign subtract. So by looking at this example, you can understand here plus 3 and plus 5, same sign. So you are adding in this. Here also minus 2 and minus 8, same sign. Negative 2, negative 8. Negative stands for minus. So these two are same sign. So it comes under this category, same sign add. So you are adding 8 plus 2, 10 and put the sign of the same sign. That is, what is the same sign? Minus 10. And coming over here, different sign, minus and plus, different mixture I told. So different sign, subtract. So we subtracted 8 minus 6, 2. What will be the sign? Bigger number, sign of the bigger number sign. So whenever you subtract, sign of bigger number. So if you remember these two tables, you can very easily understand. When you add, put the same sign. Here also see minus and plus, different sign. When you have different sign, what is it? Subtract. After subtracting 11 minus 5, 6. What is the sign? We should get sign of the bigger number. Now let us do some few sums without using caps. Using this only SADS. Same sign, add, different sign, subtract. Now 15, you are having addition. 15 plus minus 6. 15 is having the positive sign and second number 6 is having the negative sign. So it is different sign. When you say different sign, we have to subtract. Subtract the magnitude of the numbers. 15 minus 6 is 9. What is the sign? Sign over here, sign of the bigger number. What is the bigger number? 15. So it is plus sign. Sign of bigger number. You write it at your rough column every time. So you will remember. Sign of same. Next, minus 17, minus 3. Same sign. Same sign means add. SA, same. S stands for same. A stands for add. Same sign, add. So 17 plus 3 is 20. What is the sign? Sign of the same numbers. That is minus. Next, minus 4 plus minus 15. Same sign. Same sign, add. So add 15 plus 4, 19. What is the sign? Minus. Next, 170 plus minus 100. Different sign, subtract. Different sign, subtract. So sign of the bigger number. So subtract the magnitude of the numbers. That is 170 minus 100 will be 70. What will be the sign? Sign of the bigger number. Which is bigger, 170 or 100? 170 is bigger. So it is plus, and you should only compare the magnitude of numbers whenever you are saying bigger number. Don't compare 170 and minus 100. 170 and 100, which is greater? Minus 100 or 170. So it is 170 is greater, so it is plus 70. Next, minus 240. Different sign, subtract. 200 minus 40 is 160. Now compare only the magnitude of the numbers. 200 is greater or 40 is greater? 200 is greater, so it is minus 160. Next, same sign add. So minus 30 minus 40 plus 30 is 70 and put the sign. Hope you have understood very nicely by this formula SADS. This word, if you remember, it will be very easy for you to remember. Do these calculations without keeping the caps. That caps is to understand the basic concept of integers. Now as you do more and more bigger numbers you'll be getting. So while using bigger numbers we cannot keep so many caps. In that case we have to use this formula SADS, same sign add, different sign subtract. Hope you understood this concepts. How to add the integers when you have more than two integers? The rule is same. So in that case we will do two integers together. Now first in this step 15 plus minus 6. As I told you to remember SADS. Here you are having different sign. Different sign means subtract. 15 minus 6 is 9 and the sign of the bigger number is 15 is plus, so I'll take plus 9 and repeat the remaining digits, that is plus 17 plus minus 3. Now coming to the next two digits, we'll be doing these two digits. Now what is plus and plus? Same sign add. So 9 plus 7 is 26. Repeat the next digit, 26 plus minus 3. Coming over here, 26 is plus sign and here it is minus 3. So different sign is subtract. So 26 minus 3 is 23. And what is the bigger number? Plus. So my answer is plus 23. So this is how you do when you have more than two integers. The other way, there is also a second method to do this type. So in this second method, you make two columns, make positive over here and make negative over here. Write all the positive numbers over here. 15, find out all the positive numbers. So minus 16 is negative, so write it over here. 6, 17 is positive, write it over here. 3 is negative, write it over here. Now you add both the columns. 6 plus 3 is 9. This is 32. So this is under plus sign and this column is under minus sign. So now I will do 32 minus 9. Different sign subtract. 32 minus 9 is 23. Sign of the bigger number is plus. So my answer is 23. In both the cases my answer is same. This is second method and this is first method. Both the methods you can do. Here we are grouping two numbers together and finding the answer. But whereas you have made two columns here, one for positive numbers and another for negative numbers. All the positive numbers are entered in the first column. All the negative numbers are entered in the second column. So while in both the columns I had to add only. So positive column I got 32 and negative column I got 9. After getting the answer, so you got this answer from negative column. So put the negative sign over here and you got the answer from the positive column. So you could put it positive over here. Now final answer 32 and minus 9, different sign subtract. So 32 minus 9 is equal to 23. Sign of the bigger number is 32. So I am going to put plus sign. So let us see one more example of this type. Moving on to the next sum, simplification. By seeing the brackets and negative sign, you should not be scared. Just we will do step by step slowly. So first, whenever you find brackets, first step is always to remove the bracket. So let us remove the bracket. Minus 16. Yesterday itself I told whenever there is a minus sign outside the bracket, it is the additive inverse of this number. So what is additive inverse of minus 9? Plus 9 plus 20 minus 14. Since you are having only plus sign, we will not take the additive inverse. Additive inverse is taken only when you have the minus sign outside the bracket. Since there is plus sign, this number is written as it is. Now minus 100. We will take two numbers together. Minus 16 plus 9. Different sign, so we will subtract. 16 minus 9 is 7. Sign of the bigger number minus 7. Now we will repeat the remaining numbers. Now again we will combine these two numbers. Different sign subtract. 20 minus 7 is 13. Sign of the bigger number is plus. So repeat the remaining numbers. Now again combine these two numbers. 13 minus plus and minus. Different sign, subtract. Sign of the bigger number is minus. So minus 1, minus 3, minus 100. Again these two same sign, add. 3 plus 1, 4. Sign of the number minus 100. Here same sign, add. 100 plus 4 is 104. Same sign, put the sign, same sign. So my answer is minus 104. Now let us try by the second method. Second method, we have to take two columns. First one is a positive column, second one is a negative column. So first I'll see the second. Since I opened the bracket, I'm going to take this and see what are all the numbers. Negative numbers are 16, 14, 3, 100. And positive numbers are 9 and 20. So here I told both we have to add. 20 plus 9 is 29. And here 10, 13, 1 is 43. Sorry. 10, 13, 1, 3. It is 133. Now this is positive sign and this is negative sign. So I had to subtract 29 minus 133. Different sign, subtract. So what is 133 minus 29? 420,104. But after subtraction I had to see the bigger number is 133. Sign of bigger number is minus. So my answer is minus 104. Hope you can see that both the answers are same by both the methods. So whichever method you feel easy, you can do that method. 40 minus of minus 40 plus minus 10 minus of absolute value of minus 50. This I already taught you. What do you mean by these two parallel lines? It is the absolute value. So let us proceed. First remove the bracket and the absolute values. So 40 minus of minus 40 plus minus 10. So what is absolute value of minus 50 is 50. So we can write minus 50. Now next step is to open the bracket. 40 negative of minus 40 is 40 minus 10 minus 50. So grouping these two numbers first. Both are positive. Same sign, add. 40 plus 40, 80. Put the sign of this. Minus 10 minus 50. Group. Different sign, subtract. 80 minus 10 is 70. Sign of the bigger number. Next minus 50. Again different sign, subtract. 20. Sign of the bigger number. So my answer is plus 20. Let us see whether we are getting the same answer by the second method. So we have to make two columns. One is positive and the other one is negative. So I'm going to write the numbers from here. Positive numbers 40, 40, and here are negative numbers 10 and 50. Find the sum of both. 40 plus 40 is 80. Since this column is of positive sign, I am taking positive sign. And here 60. Since this is of negative sign, I am taking negative sign. Now comparing these two different signs. So I will subtract. 80 minus 60 is 20. Sign of the bigger number is plus. So my answer is plus 20 in both the case. So hope you understood how to add the integers by activity method. Also mathematically using this small trick word SADS. Same sign, add. Different sign, subtract. So every day you say this, there will not be any problem in integers. So let us go for quiz time. Now this is quiz time. You have to find the sum of all these numbers using the activity I taught you and the simple word SADS. By remembering this word SADS, it will be very easy for you to remember this. Same sign, add. Different sign, subtract. You remember this word and do these sums by any of the two methods I taught. Whichever method you feel simple, you can do by any of those two methods. Hope you understood and liked this activity. Please don't forget to like, and subscribe this channel and press the bell icon too.